Well, he had some ringing in his ears, but it was a pretty good shot. I haven't seen the video of it, but he's getting the CAT scan. He's with Nick. He's at the doctor's right now, so we don't have an update.
How scary is that for you as a manager to watch?
It varied. I mean, that's, from that distance, that hard hit a ball, to get him flush to the point where, I didn't even see the rest of the play. But it goes to Donaldson and throws him out, which means, if it's a glancing blow, it probably goes out in center field. It was pretty scary for all of us.
As a manager, you have experienced another moment like this with a pitcher for your team?
Guys have gotten hit. I can't really recall one that scared you like that one did.
Everyone tries to put an incident like that behind them. They get rattles the team for a time. Fortunately,
you mean the
getting hit by? Yeah.
Well, it makes you reflect for a second, but then you have to move on and play the game.
What do you think of Norris's at-bats today?
Well, I thought he had some pretty good at-bats. Had a couple of walks, hit the ball hard to right field. He's a hitter. He's going to be a hitter, as he showed when he first got up here. And you go through some struggles and you find out a little bit about yourself. But he's going to be a very nice offensive player.
It was a pretty close game most of the time.
Right.
Do you believe it was just a matter of not getting the right hit at the right time or something like that?
There was part of that. We had him on the run there and had a chance to, with runners on first and third and one out to make it a little bit closer. And then we didn't, the next inning we just didn't execute. We didn't execute on the bunt, we didn't execute on the third to first, where they're giving us a couple outs. So it was for a while there, and we certainly had our opportunities, but they had a rookie pitcher on the mound that ended up getting some pretty good hitters out.
Quite a shift for you guys going from sweeping Boston now getting swept. Just how do you kind of sum up the mentality of the team, or just kind of the state where you guys find yourselves right now?
Well, it was a difficult series for us. It was a little bit humbling, obviously, the way we were playing. They came in, they just beat us. They took it to us from the first game on. So I think the off days come in at a good time. We just move on and forget about it. You're going to have some difficult series. You're going to have some series that you want to remember. This is one that we want to forget about. And again, I think the off day comes at a good time. We move on and play in Seattle.
Would you mind going over the mood in the dugout, after McCarthy came out, and do you have a hunch as to, you might have to shut him down for a little while?
I really have no idea. The mood is it's quiet. It's one of your teammates. You're obviously happy to see him get up and walk off the field in the fashion he did with that kind of a blow. But it's it's quiet for a little while, and guys are going up to the clubhouse, see how he was afterwards, and he was walking around, but after that, you got to continue to try to play the game.
Bob, going back to the streak and then losing 3 straight, now you have 17 of your next 20 on the road.
Right.
This isn't the way you want to kind of hit the road, right?
You know what? Actually, it might be a good time to, with an off day and go somewhere else and try to, just get away from these 3 games. So the schedule's the schedule. If we have a lot of games on the road, it means we have a lot of games at home at some point in time. So there's nothing we can do about that. We've had the ability, and we've done well on the road at times, and we're going to have to do it again.
Bob, unfortunately, line drives that happen, like what happened to McCarthy, are part of the game, but anything that can be done at all, do you think, to kind of keep players safer?
I don't know what else you can do. It's been that way for quite a while, so it was just a hard hit ball. It was, unfortunately, got him in a bad spot.
Your starting pitching depth obviously is one of your strengths. I know we don't know Brandon's, if he may miss any time, but how well equipped do you think you are if you had to withstand given he's one of your veteran guys too and pretty young rotation overall?
Well, we have depth. Blackley's been good for us. We still have Straley, but I prefer not to even talk about that at this point because we don't know what's going on with Brandon yet.
Can you talk a little bit about Herring? And it looked like you guys were going to get to him in the first couple innings, and then he kind of really settled down.
Yeah, he was pitching a little bit differently than we've seen. The velocity wasn't there at all for him, but he was getting pretty good movement on the fastball. He was pitching a little bit backwards, and that we're getting some strikeouts on some fastballs and counts where normally he throws some splits. You got to give him credit. It didn't look like he had his best stuff or some great rhythm at times, but he did make pitches when he had to, and again, he was a little bit more unpredictable than maybe we've seen in the past.